Good morning, you guys, and welcome to another vlog on my channel. If you guys are new here, my name is Sabrina. I create productive mom content just to motivate you and inspire you to set goals, reach your goals, all the things. I'm a mom of 2 toddlers, so I'm in a very busy stage of life right now. We just came out here in the fresh morning. The kids are still sleeping. It just feels so beautiful. This is about as fresh as it gets in the morning here in the South. It's very muggy usually, but anyways, I made myself a hot coffee, which I never ever do. So that's special. These are our beautiful trees. They are still thriving. We do have a drip system for them, but they do get the dew and extra rain. If you guys have been watching my vlogs, and you know I've been updating you as we planted these trees, as we built the fence in our backyard, all the things. You should definitely subscribe and stay tuned if you want to see all the other things that we're going to be doing around our home and inside of our home. We kind of took a break from the outdoor projects because we did so much, but we will definitely pick up the home projects again next year and probably focus more on the inside of the house. It's so beautiful out here. I've become a morning person lately, like a full-blown 5:30 a.m., 6:30 person. That's a new thing. That's a new development. Didn't used to be that way. Progress report on my little willow, my weeping willow. It is thriving outside. I do not know why I didn't move it out here sooner, because it was shriveling up and struggling inside, like hanging on by a thread. But now that it's out here, it's doing so much better. Look at this vibrant green. Really happy about that. We actually might have a willow to plant by next year. My son just woke up. I want to show you here. Come in the light. Look at that. I messed up really bad with cutting his hair. I just like straight up just shaved a whole section off. Looks like he's balding now. Here you go.
Yeah.
The messes. That's disgusting. One thing that I'll just leave with you guys is toddlers are a lot, okay? They're a challenge. Every single one is so different, but I think we can all just agree that there's a lot going on. They are learning so much. They have huge emotions and outbursts and all sorts of things that we are learning for the first time how to deal with. This is my first time being mom, you know, like I have 2 toddlers, one is 3 and one is 1. And so there's just a lot that I'm learning, a lot that I'm taking in, a lot that they're processing as well as they're growing up. I'll just leave you guys with a few things that I have just noticed in my own life. And I'll just say this, that what you let slide now is only going to compound and become a big problem later on. There are some things that obviously they do grow out of, or some things that eventually click in their minds and they'll learn. But I will say with your training to try your best to be consistent with these things. I have just noticed in my children that the more I let something slide, like an attitude problem, say they raise their voice at me, or they have an attitude when they respond, or they don't ask for something the right way, it only gets worse as time goes on. It doesn't resolve itself if you're not intentionally doing something to train them out of that behavior. If there's a behavior that you do not like, that is disrespectful to you, that is putting a barrier between you and your child, and you just keep letting that go, it's not going to get better. It's only going to get worse. So this is not just me trying to scare you guys or like be pessimistic, but this is just realistic. A lot of the ongoing problems I experience with my toddlers usually comes from me not being consistent with my training and letting things slide, kind of hoping that they'll resolve themselves or try to excuse it. We're so good at making excuses. Well, they're just like this because of this, or this is just the way my child is. Like, there's just a lot that we have to just cut out. Okay, cut out the excuses. Just be real. Just be honest with yourself. Integrity and honesty with yourself as a parent is so important, because you can convince yourself mentally of anything if you really want to. Don't do that. Be honest with yourself. The way I see it is just that capturing their hearts at a young age is essential, as well as establishing authority. So this is the years, these toddler years that are crazy, hectic, hard. We're learning how to do everything for the first time. There's a lot of pressure. Capturing our children's hearts and establishing authority, those are the 2 things that you really should focus on. And God gives every parent wisdom from above. You have all the tools with prayer, with your relationship with the Lord, as well as the scriptures, equipping you to be the parent that you need to be, equipping you with the wisdom that you need for your children. Don't feel like you need to go to a million books or sources or people or podcasts to learn how to be a parent. I have actually found so much comfort in the Lord, running to Him with the problems with our kids instead of what I used to do, which is just just run to podcasts or run to people. It's just going to the Lord first and inquiring of him, seeing how does he want me to raise my kids? How does he want me to deal with this problem? Am I being honest with myself, or am I letting things slide that should not be sliding? We are going to slide backwards. We're going to go forwards. There's going to be so many different stages in life. And sometimes my husband and I are really on top of the kids, really on top of the training, in tune with our kids, in tune with each other. And then life gets busy and we kind of fall out of that. We always have to like redirect our hearts back to Christ, redirect our parenting, revisit and be on the same page, on the same foundation when it comes to raising our kids. So anyways, the little bit of toddler struggles, they are going to pass. These years will pass. But if you have the mentality of just, oh, they'll grow out of this eventually, you're not being proactive, you're not being intentional, you're not taking your responsibility as a parent seriously, you will see the suffering and the effects of this later. Do not use the, oh, it'll pass as an excuse to not do your job as a parent. It's very hard, it's very challenging, but it's a good work and it's what the Lord has called us to do. So march on, carry on, keep going, and don't let things slide, okay? Be very intentional with everything that you do as a parent and the mindset that you're approaching every little behavior or thing that your child says and does. It's a lot of work. When you're really putting in the work, it's a lot. It's worth it, it's a good fight, it's a good cause. Like, if mothering is hard, and it's challenging, and you find yourself on your knees a lot, and you find yourself crying out to God a lot, that means there's something good that's happening, okay? Because that means you're fighting for the right thing. Anyways, I'm not gonna ramble on with that forever, but yeah, we're in the thick of it, okay? We have a 3-year-old and a 1-year-old. There's a lot going on. Did want to show you guys, I picked up some shoes for my son because he's literally been wearing my daughter's pink sandals for like months now. I was at Once Upon a Child with a friend yesterday, and I decided to finally get the shoes that actually look like he's a boy. So these are just some I think they're like with taxes almost $4, which is so cheap. Size 7. They're really big for him. He's only 1. Figured that it's better to get something that is a little bigger and we can put socks on him if needed. Just some basic little sandals for really cheap because kids grow out of them so fast. I'm not in love with the color, but you know what? At least you know he's a boy. So, oh, I just realized I put these on my kitchen counter. That's kind of nasty. That's the update on his shoes. Anybody else who has girls and boys, I don't know how you don't lose your mind with how many different shoes and clothing there is. Like, there's boy clothes and then there's girl clothes, boy shoes, girl shoes. But when you have two, there's a lot more garbage to store. And I'm not complaining because I love having a girl and a boy, but that's just the reality of it. There's just so much more stuff to store. I don't know. We got to figure out these systems because right now we just have all their clothes in the garage, kind of all just mixed in bins.